Well, hello everyone. This is Frugal Panda here with a walk in downtown Eugene. This is in October 2022. I was actually on my way just to go get breakfast, and I thought, why not just take a video while I'm in downtown Eugene? So the first stop I went to was Off the Waffle. It was a small little breakfast place. It was really cool, nice ambiance. The prices were fair. My only real complaint with it is really wasn't a lot of food, to be honest with you, but it was good enough for the morning. Because usually when I'm on vacation, I maybe eat usually twice a day. Usually like a breakfast and then a dinner. I don't usually eat lunch. I honestly load up on coffee a lot of times and maybe a snack. It was overcast this day in the morning time. Now by afternoon, or maybe it was around noon, it was super sunny out, even overcast. It was still nice and cool, not too hot. By the noon or so, the sun was out. It was a little bit hotter. It was around 80, 81 degrees this day. To walk around downtown is really easy. Now, what you won't see in the video a lot of was homeless people. There was quite a few homeless people here and there, sleeping on the street. I didn't want to take pictures of them. That's kind of, I don't know, kind of exploitive, you know. I felt bad for some of them because, to be honest with you, they had dogs with them and stuff. Like, didn't see any cats, but I saw dogs. Like, there was a couple gentlemen like sleeping in different places, and they had little dogs with them, and you can tell the dogs were used to the homeless life. Now, some people in my profession would prefer we call the homeless population the unhoused. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm going to call what the population really is the homeless population. Unhoused, we're not going to normalize homeless life. Let's be honest here. As someone who works in the mental health field for over 2 decades, Oregon, the same as where I'm from, Colorado, the same as Washington, has a serious homeless population, as well as California. We could do a whole video on that, to be honest with you, in regards to what it has to do with benefits. A lot of it is, to be honest with you, I work in mental health hospitals. There's not enough mental health beds. The communities cannot do it. Nonprofits are not equipped to deal with such a large homeless population. And to be honest with you, quite a few people need to be hospitalized, and there's not enough beds. So what you're seeing is a lot of people that in the past would have been actually hospitalized and getting their medication stabilized are sitting on the streets, and we're just throwing money at the problem. That's what's happening. We're throwing a lot of money at this problem on the streets, and it's not working. It's just this reality of it. It's not working. I work, a lot of times I have side jobs, and I work for nonprofits, and they're great to work for. They really try. A lot of them have their heart in the right place, but they're not equipped. They don't pay enough. There's a lot of things they do, so they can't even, and they do get funding. Don't believe a lot of them in these states don't get funding. They get lots of funding. They're also very top heavy, but we could do a whole video on that. But I'm not going to post pictures of them on here. You may see a few of them as I scan around. It's a downtown, even with all that being said, downtown Eugene, it's a nice little city, easy to navigate, tons of little cool spots to eat, places to eat, neat little shops here and there. And, oh, by the way, I went out later at night. Eugene is a smaller city, so I want to say I walked around about 8:30 or so. So what surprised me about it, and I forgot about this, being a smaller city of about 170 to 180,000 people, a lot of stuff was shut down already, like a little town. It tripped me out. Of course, bars are open and all that because college is in, and I'm sure some bars stay open, or probably all of them stay open, but they have their days. But it was pretty dead downtown. Now, forewarning, getting back to the homeless population, is that there will be a lot of them out at nighttime. Now, I never once felt safe, but take it as you will. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm on the larger side of a man. there was no issues for me. And also what I noticed here, and also when I was in Portland, they don't beg. Like where I'm from in Colorado, they'll try and beg, and I didn't once have anybody beg any of these times I was down here, and the last 3 or 4 times I was in Eugene. Now, with that being said, take in mind, it could be me. I don't know. Maybe I look broke. Maybe I actually look really broke. I don't know. I can't say for real. So they're like, no, he probably needs some money for me. No, I don't. I don't want to ask him. He looks like he needs all the money he can get. So I don't know. Now, could it be the same? If you're, older, a woman, smaller frame gentleman. I don't know. I really don't know. I can only speak for myself. Only you know that, and some people in Eugene, you guys can answer that if you're there. Anyway, I really like downtown. I like riding around it. I like this little city. I think it's a really cool city. Just to be honest with you, I like all the shops. Now, forewarning. Well, even though if you're coming here on vacation, go downtown by all means. Go eat and stuff. Maybe here and there, buy some stuff at the little local stores. They have little grocery shops down here, little eclectic ones. Just be mindful. I hate to say this, but there's a Walmart and maybe a Target here also. But be careful what you're buying in the small grocery stores. You load up, you can easily spend way more money than you should for basic products. You can get a lot of places. But I say support the local stores to a certain extent, but don't go there and do all your grocery shopping and blow, $300 or $400 on some tasteless food, to be honest with you. I go into them and I buy things I want, and then some of them are like the natural grocers, and some of them have cool stuff, and honestly some of them have stuff that is actually kind of nasty, and that's coming from someone with a Midwest California palate. So take it as you will. You might like all that, but some of that stuff I was like, it needs some pepper, it needs some flavor. But I still like it. I still enjoy downtown. You can walk around. It's easily navigatable. There's all types of people out. It's easy to park. I started having a not a real panic attack, but when I parked in front of a meter, I was like, oh crap, I don't have change. They take credit cards, and I looked at the meter and it said 2-hour parking. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So anyway, I don't think it takes you 2 hours to walk around downtown Eugene. It's a good size, though. Don't get me wrong. It's not some little town where you got one main street and you walk down and it's, real cool and that's it. You go eat and then you leave. No, it's not that. The parks are all around here, by the way. I brought my electric bike. I'll be putting videos up of me riding my electric bike. But I didn't ride it here. I needed to walk, and that's how I ended up at nighttime. So I ate 3 times because I went to. I now have one of my sons is actually in Eugene. So I was down here. So I ate breakfast, what you saw here. Oh, I also got coffee right here at this place. It was cool. It was cheap, even though I had just had coffee at the other place. But they gave it to me in a mug, and I didn't think to ask for anything else. So that's how I ended up buying another cup, so I could actually have a cup and walk around. Anyway, so I had breakfast at the Off the Waffle, and then I went to a Vietnamese restaurant with my son at lunch. But then I got hungry again and didn't want to go back to the hotel, so I went and got dinner at some ramen place. And then I said, I also rode my electric bike like 25 miles, but I was like, I just ate again. So I went for a little walk and walked like maybe 2 miles around downtown Eugene at night. And like I said, I didn't feel, yes, you'd hear some homeless people loud here and there. Saw the cops parked in different places. The reality of it is the cops are not going to let anything happen here. This is a college town, and it's not just the cops, it's your local politicians. Yes, they got all these benefits and different things that attract these folks to Eugene, the homeless population. But they know if anything happens to like some senior citizen or older person or some young person visiting or in college from Nebraska or somewhere, with them having the amount of mental health patients or would-be patients in the homeless population sitting on the streets, that their jobs would be gone so fast. So there was cops parked at strategic locations in downtown still. So, but like I said, don't feel unsafe here. Do not listen to people that tell you, oh, don't go there. There's all these homeless people and all this, and they're not gonna, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Whatever. Look at where they're located. That's what I'll tell you. Look at where they live. Like a lot of times I'll ask people, where do you live? And they'll tell me some little town of like 1,000 people that has like 30% unemployment and literally a 20% fentanyl problem. So just be mindful. Don't ever listen to what people tell you not to go visit places. If you really want to go visit them, go see for yourself and make your own decision, you know. Especially when someone tells you don't visit a place, you ask them, when did you go there? Oh, it was back in, 1989 or something. So just go for yourself, man. It's all about the adventure. Anyway, Eugene's a great city. I really enjoy it. I love the little neighborhoods. Does it need improvements? Yes, it does. What city doesn't? They're pushing closer to 200,000 than they are to 100,000 people living here. So it's a city. It's going to have its issues. People move here for a reason. And I know why. Anyway, everyone, I want to thank you for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy this, and it gives you some ideas of just places to visit to go relax. What I like about Eugene and cities of this size is because they're not too big, but not too small, they're easy to park downtown and be able to check out different things, but big enough to keep your attention span for more than a day, especially with like Eugene and Oregon, because of the money and the development and how they've thought out their different park systems. So their park systems are local city parks and everything, and most of these cities are totally epic. I understand why a lot of people do not leave and go like way out to the forest when you can go to a beautiful park that's along a giant river. Anyway, let me stop yapping. Enjoy this video, and thank you very much for watching.